Hello friends, I was just doing something here and it's just interesting. I think you've heard of that kind of crap on keyboards, or you've heard of this kind of stuff. Don't worry, my thing is just, I need to update the system. So its system is kind of low, so I need to update my drivers, my Wi-Fi, everything on this machine because it's kind of still new a bit, yeah. So don't mind about how it's going to be sounding. So today we're not going to learn boogie, we're not going to learn jazz, we're not going to learn walls, we're not going to learn walls or anything like German or whatever, but it's kind of simple. I'm just going to be teaching a brief things about chords and only two kinds of chords, if not three, if you got wishes or if time is on your side. So I have a couple of chords and I have a couple of inversions, I have a couple of stuff to give you, but for today it's going to be chords, okay? So we're going to be talking chords. So the first chord we're going to talk about, before we go into that, what's a chord? You can ask yourself that what a chord is. What's a chord? By spelling, a chord is C-H-O-R-D and not C-O-D-E or C-O-D-E-K. But it's just one thing that you should know, that chords is just a family of something, a family of keys harmonically combined. I didn't say that's the definition of chord, but to me a chord is just a harmonic combination. You know, these musicians that you know, everyone, the ones who invented the keys and then the keyboards, all those guys from German and then England, those people didn't know the right definition of what a chord is. So I'm giving the right definition of what a chord is. And the chord is simply a harmonic combination of two or more keys. Mark the words harmonic and two or more keys. So if you remember the last lesson that we had, showed you the keys and how to locate the keys. So in this case I'm going to be using F as my C as my case study. So I can play something here, you can listen. That was an accord. You know that, okay? That was just noise. It wasn't harmonically combined. However, someone can play. That's the chord. Because it's harmonically combined. Mark the words harmonic combination. You've harmonically combined that chord. Combined harmonically. Everything is just harmonic and it's just it's just in good terms with me. And now the keyboard is just user friendly because I'm combining these notes harmonically in the right way. So let's go about this and we'll get a close look about what these chords are. What I'm talking about. So if you look at these keys, you know that this is F, this is C, F, C, this is F sharp. So they're like, there's an example of playing, or there's a method that we use or that we know that I invented of playing major chords. I've not seen this method anywhere with these people who know keyboard like wizards or angels. So this method number one is the 3x2. So 3x2 is simple. You have to use your thumb and put it on the key that you want to play. For instance, now I want to play key C, the key major of C. So I'm going to count 3 notes. counting 3 notes, I mean 3 steps and a half steps. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. You do not count from here because you skipped this. So you'll be like, you put your thumb on the key that you want to play and then count. You don't count beginning from where the thumb is positioned. You begin from the next key. So in this place, my next key is C. So I'm going to count 3 notes, like 1, 2, 3. Remember, the method is 3 by 2. 3 by 2. So 1, 2, 3, and I hold the third note or the third key. And then I count another 2 steps. 1, 2. I hold the fourth. I think you can see that. So we've counted 1, 2, 3, and then we hold the fourth one, and then we count 1, 2, and you hold the third one. So the other group, or the other similar, though the other relative keys to how to hold this one in the white notes or in the accident or the natural keys, it is F. So F is simply 1, 2, 3. You hold the fourth note, and then you count another 2. 1, 2. You hold the third one, and then another last key in the white keys or the naturals. It is G. So it is 1, 2, 3. You hold the fourth one, and then 1, 2. You hold the third one. So another class. Now we go to another class of natural keys, which is D. So a D, you're going to hold the same way. Doesn't matter the color. The color doesn't matter. But what you do know is simple. How to count? You count half steps. So in this case, D is held. Okay, let's be like we don't know how to hold D. So here is D. We found our D. Now we are going to count. So count with me. 1, 2, 3. And next we hold the fourth note, and then you hold there, and then you count another 2, like 1, 2, and hold the third one. I'll repeat. You use your thumb to hold the root of any key that you want to play. It's major chord. So be it any key of these, it can be any key of your choice. So for my choice, I'm choosing D. So I'm going to count using a method 3 by 2. So I hold my thumb on the key that I want to play, and then count starting from the next note, a half step. So here is 1, 2, I'm counting half steps, 3, and then I hold there. And then I count another 2, 1, 2, I hold there. Now you got it right. So the other similar keys to D, we have E with 1, 2, 3, that one, and then 1, 2, and then there. And then another key is A, which is this one. 1, 2, 3, the 1, 2, there. So these keys have groups like this one. You only skip 2 blacks and 1 black. And then G, 2 blacks and 1 black. And then F, 2 blacks and 1 black. Meaning all these 3 notes, 1, 2, and G, C, F, G, they all have 1 white button in the middle. You skip 1 button white note in the middle, and then you skip 2 black keys this side and 1 black keys that way. The same applies to F. 1 white note is skipped and another white note is skipped, and then 2 this side and then 1 black there. And then when we go to the D, we skip 2 black keys this side and 1 black, 2 white keys and 1 black key, and then this side we skip 1 white key and 1 black key, meaning we skip only 2 black keys and 3 white keys, and then there is 1 black that we are holding. And then in A, the same thing happens. We're holding 1 black key, and then in E, the same thing happens. So now you can know how to play the major chords. other thing is about okay, just briefly let me just show you how these grids are going. That is C, and then okay, another thing, okay, what I've been forgetting is even if it is one of you has been asking that how about the black keys. The black keys, it is the same thing. You just have to put this thumb on there like that, and then count 1, 2, 3, and then hold the third one, I mean the fourth one, and then count another 2, 1, 2, and then hold the third one. So it be like this is 1, 2. I repeat, C sharp is simple. You be there with your thumb and then count 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3, and hold the fourth one. And then make your fingers stay there. And then count another 2 half notes, which is 1, 2, and then hold the third one. The same thing happens to, the same thing happens to, the same thing happens to, and then back to. Just to simple, the method is 2 by 3. So we shall begin with major chords next time. Under the method, so to play the major chords, I mean the minor chords. Thank you, and have a see you next time. And waiting for questions in my inbox. So we shall meet